You Can Heal family. Here we go again for day 6 of learning how to love ourselves. Today, we're going to be talking about healing and how the brain can help us to heal from our past and our pain. If this is your first time coming on in here and checking out this channel, my name is Shena Major and I'm a life coach, and I help people heal and learn to love themselves. So we're doing a 29-day challenge. The 30th day, you're going to put in the chat for me, or the comments rather, what your favorite self-care idea, tip, or self-love exercise is. But today, we're going to be talking about the brain. So I'm going to do my best to explain how the brain can help you heal. And a lot of things I've learned over the last 7 years, I'll attribute to who taught me these lessons. And this person's particular name is Lisa Abramano. So our brain has functions, and there's two parts of the brain I want to talk about today. One is the prefrontal cortex, which is here, and the other is the amygdala, which is kind of like behind your ears. The prefrontal lobe helps you with logic and reasoning, and the amygdala is connected to the emotions that you carry. All right, so this is very important in understanding your healing. Now, when we are growing up as a child, there were certain patterns or things that happened to you or were done to you that will stay stuck here in the amygdala. And we need to learn how to work, so to speak, those things out and think more logically and rewrite the patterns that we've been so used to over the years. And that's why sometimes you stay stuck in a relationship, because you keep going back to the emotions and your patterns aren't changing. So let me try to explain a little better. When the right side of our body, the left side of our brain controls the right side of our body, and the right side of our brain controls the left side of our body. You get what I mean? So we have to kind of reprogram ourselves, and we have to teach ourselves how to think differently. Okay, how to think out of logic and reasoning and not caught up in our emotions. Information is in our workbook number 2 in the course, and it explains that we can do something called brain syncing that's going to get us out of an old pattern, because old patterns keep us stuck in old behaviors and we don't know how to form new habits. So there's some simple things you can do to get yourself to shift in your thinking. And one of the exercises you can do is like crossing your arms and tapping your opposite shoulder, okay? Because the right side, this is your right arm, it's on the right side of your body, so you're crossing it over. So you're changing, your brain has to do a little extra work, like, why are you going over there? You know, left arm, hand, why are you going on my right shoulder? So it gets us out of an old pattern. The other thing too is rub your ears, you know, with the opposite hand and the right hand, and rub the left ear. You get the idea, okay? The other thing is crossing your eyes, right? It's something you're not used to doing. It's something you're not used to doing. It feels weird. This looks weird. So what is this? Crossing your eyes looks weird, but it gets us out of the pattern of being stuck and going back into old behavior. Now, let me give you some ideas that are a little more practical when you're healing and trying not to do the same thing over and over again. Because remember, the brain wants to keep you safe, it wants to make you feel good. It doesn't want you to remember the pain. It's always trying to heal you. So there's some other things you can do out in the real world when you're going about your life. And one of them is like in the shower. I know in the shower I have the same pattern. I wash my right arm, I lift my arm up, under the arm, under the breast. Well, sometimes you have to say, today I'm going to start with this arm. I'm going to start with the other side of my body to get myself washed. The next thing you can do is driving. If you leave your house to go to work, go ahead and take a different route. Your brain's so used to going turn right, turn left, go straight, okay, you're there. No, change it up. You can find another way to work and see something different. You know, let your brain get different images in your head. And that's really good. If you don't work, what am I trying to say? If you work from home, whatever you do to get you to your desk, do it different. So if you normally eat breakfast first and then take your walk, or you take your shower, then eat, switch it up, switch it up. And another good idea for brain syncing to get you out of old patterns is like when you are lotioning up. I always start with my left leg, and then my right leg, and my left arm, and my right arm. Well, no, Shena, change that up. Don't keep doing the same thing over. So start with your back of your shoulder, start with then do your neck. So you can like get yourself out of patterns in a practical way, and it will teach you how to think differently so you're not staying stuck in thoughts that don't serve you, thoughts that normally and most likely have stemmed back from childhood that made you feel unworthy, not good enough, not any value, not having any value and good loving feelings towards yourself. So we're going to begin to switch up patterns in our everyday life and do the little crossing exercises just to, get yourself out of that, how can I say it, same old, same old. Okay, I hope this has been helpful to you and I explained it in a way that makes sense. What I need you to take away is switch up your patterns. Don't keep doing the same thing the same old way all the time. Plus, it's going to make your life a little more exciting and things won't be so monotonous and so boring, and you won't feel like every day's the same. Just do a little something a little different. Remember, we want to think out of logic and reasoning. We do not want to think out of our emotions, the amygdala. And one more quick thing about healing that I learned too from this same woman that really helped me. And this was at a time when I was still living in the same house as my ex-husband. She taught me an exercise where you pick a number, and mine was 4. And no matter what would come at me during the day, I wouldn't let that change me. I would stay at my 4. So if something was said to me that was off-putting, I wouldn't escalate and try to retaliate. I would just stay at my 4. If something was done to me that made me feel bad about myself, or, if I was told, you're no good, whatever the case is, then I would not let that make me feel any less than. I would always stay at the 4. So that's another thing you can do to help you along your healing process. Remember, healing's a journey. It takes time, but you can heal. I absolutely know you can. So leave me a comment and tell me if this made sense, if you're going to try any of these brain syncing exercises, the crossing ones. And oh, did I say the other one where you stand up and you jump and you cross your feet as you jump too? That's a really good one. Plus that gets your heart rate up. So that's fun as well. So let me know if you're going to try any of these things, and I can't wait to read the comments. I will talk to you guys soon. It's been my pleasure to take this challenge with you and to throw some of my favorite healing ideas your way. So with that said, always remember that true healing begins with self-love. All right, give yourself a hug today. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.